Yo, what's up guys? कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? वेलकम बैक टू अनदर गेम वीडियो। तो आज हम दोबारा से खेलने जा रहे हैं पोकेमॉन इन्फिनिटी। और जैसे कि गाइस आपने पिछली बार के एपिसोड में देखा था, हम इस स्टूडेंट टावर में एक चैंपियन बने थे। लाइक यहाँ पे हमने भाग लिया था एंड हम ये जीत भी गए। उसके बाद हमने एक कप मिला था गाइस, जिसको लाइक हमें इस कप को मे बी प्रोफेसर थॉर्न को देना होगा। सो अभी हम यूज करेंगे फ्लाई एंड जाएंगे प्रोफेसर थॉर्न के लैब में। सो ये चले हम स्टोन डस्ट पिक। ओके ओह, तो ये रहे गाइस प्रोफेसर थॉर्न। हे, हाउ इज योर सर्च फॉर द chaos shot going? Oh, you did it, what? Came out on the top in some big tournament? That's incredible, ass. I thought I had heard Geralt fantasizing about starting a tournament back in the day. Good to see he went through with it. Okay, how cool that you get to be a part of that. What an astounding coincidence that he specific shot of charged Arcanium we was also a part of the trophy for that tournament. Nevertheless, you've acquired the last energy signature we need. We'll go down into the lab, remove the stone from the trophy and load into the machine. Don't worry, I've got some leftover Arcanium from Eco Rock Town that I can fashion into a replacement to put in the trophy. No one will be the wiser, okay? By the way, the plan is to send you home. We got a few things we must do in the lab, but once we are done, you will be leaving Ego, okay? I guess my point is, if you had any unfinished business you wanted to take care of, you may want to do that before we bid our farewells. When you're ready, as always, I'll be in the lab. Okay. Ready? यार अब रेडी है यार, हमें कुछ ज़्यादा करना ही नहीं है। सो अभी हम डायरेक्टली जाते हैं प्रोफेसर थॉर्न के लैब में। इसके लैब में तो हम रेडी है यार। तो ये हम आ गए हैं। Hey, the machine is booted up and ready to go. It's calibrating coordinates on your calculated origin point. We just got to wait on that to finish processing. While we're waiting, there is one last task I need you to complete. You see, even though the advanced quantum particle displacer is the most powerful technological marvel of our time, it's not perfect, okay? It can only compute information from this reality. In order for you to go home, the machine has to be able to send and receive information from a small pocket of your reality to return you, okay? The physics of every reality probably vary, which means the machine would need a way to understand how to calculate that information, okay? This is where you come in. I figured out how to upgrade its quantum processing so that the varying laws of physics don't break it, okay? It has to be upgraded internally at the quantum level. By quantum level, I mean smaller than the size of atoms. I'm going to shrink you. Don't worry, it's completely safe. I've already been running a successful test on inanimate objects, okay? The scary part will be when you dematerialize and turn into digital information. Yeah, so I'm gonna basically turn you into a computer program for a few minutes so we can upgrade the operating system. Since you've come from the reality we're trying to reach, it should be able to use your information now. Digitalize as a means of upgrading its physics translation software. I'll load the upgrade software onto the suit that you will be equipped with, okay? We'll use the energy from Polka to shrink the space between your atoms, then use the reality distorting power of Giratina to turn you into digital information. Delga's energy will help stabilize the process as it assists in synchronizing the energy flow. I promise, as you will probably be just fine. It should only take a few minutes. This is it, as one last quick adventure into digital space. After that, it's back off to where you belong. Like I said outside, if you got anything else you want to do before you go home, this is your last chance. When you're ready, just take a step into the machine. Okay guys, हम ready हैं. But उससे पहले यार हम अपने गेम को सेव कर लेंगे. Just in case guys. Okay, so let's go. Analyzing space bending protocol. Quantifying biological molecular values. Digitizing, okay. Alright guys, हम आ चुके हैं. Oh भाई, क्या ही खतरनाक है, okay. This is a pre-recorded message to instruct how to upgrade the computer internally. You have been placed in the quantum confines of the processing unit. All you have to do is make contact with a few nodes located in the vicinity. Once you make contact with an active node, it will create a new set of neural pathways. Okay, neural pathways. pathways that will help you traverse. I've also installed a custom copy of Porygon.exe in your suit. Its node activity will also play a part in installing and upgrading Porygon. That okay guys. तो अभी हमें यार शायद जाना किधर है यार, मैं कंफ्यूज हूँ यार, शायद हमें यहाँ जाना होगा मे बी। ओके यहाँ तो नहीं गाइस, लेकिन जगह थोड़ा बड़ा है सो ओके नोड एक्टिवेटेड। ऑलराइट गाइस, तो हमें यहाँ पे जो नोड है उसको एक्टिवेट करना होता है, सो ये कैन एक्टिवेटेड। ऑलराइट सो यहाँ में भी एक नोड है गाइस, तो हम इसको भी एक्टिवेट करते हैं। ओके तो यहाँ पे एक रास्ता खुला है गाइस, इनलाइजिंग एक्सट्रैक्शन प्रोटोकॉल। ओके ये क्या हो रहा है? एस ऑब्टेन पोरीगॉन एक्स। ओके तो हमें पोरीगॉन एक्स मिल गया गाइस, हालांकि हम इसको रखेंगे नहीं अपने टीम में। ओके great work as the machine upgraded successfully and it looks like Porygon joined you in your team. Return. Okay, luckily the extra guest didn't cause any issues. It looks like it actually evolved as it was transferred back. Well, as this is the end of your path, we may not have figured out why you were brought here, but at least we figured out how to get you home. The machine has already made contact with your home reality and should be ready to go shortly. You know what we've done here is remarkable, groundbreaking. Even with the power that we collected from Palkia, Dialga and Giratina, we have essentially harnessed the power to travel through infinite realities. I know you're probably focused on just making it home, but think about the possibilities. We were able to witness a part of Ego from 100 years ago just with Dialga's power alone. With all three forces synchronized together, we would be able to step foot into any alternate time, place or dimension that we could fathom. The wonders and achievements we could witness, the mysteries we could solve, as we have opened a door to infinite possibilities. I'm ecstatic at the discoveries that may be waiting for us. Sorry, not us, just me I suppose. It's time for you to go home. You've gone through a lot to get to this point, as I must say it's been a pleasure working with you. I wish you the best upon your return home. I will go finalize the destination one last time. Okay? Oh भाई ये क्या हो रहा है? What the? Did you feel that? Oh भाई ये क्या हो रहा है guys? What in the world is going on? Okay. Whatever happened has knocked out the power for this part of the lab. Okay? Sorry, Ash. We need to go figure out what's going on. Alright guys, तो अभी हमें बाहर जाना होगा. Let me see. Okay. Good news. The PC still works, so we're not completely doomed. The time to figure out what caused all the commotion. I will wait for you, I suppose. Okay. So मैं यहाँ पे ढूंढना है guys. यहाँ पे actually में हो क्या रहा है? Oh भाई ये क्या है? Alright. I thought that capturing the deities would have put an end to Thorn's schemes. After seeing you at the Chaos ruins, oh भाई ये तो you है guys, ये फिर से आ गया, मतलब ये फिर से. I realized he must have had a contingency plan. How else would you have shown up 100 years in the past without Dialga? I should have known better than to think I could outsmart Thorn. I told you to stay out of this. I told you to stop working with him. I didn't want you to have to get involved, as my entire mission was to stop Thorn from using you as a means to his end. Oh bhai, ye kya ho raha hai? Well, this all looks pleasant. As, who do we have here? You know exactly who I am, and at this point I'm sure the kid does too. I mean, you do seem tad familiar, I guess. As, I need you to listen to me. Professor Thorn is taking advantage of you Amencia to make you help him accomplish something more nefarious than he's leading on. He's giving you together the resources he needs to create a machine that will distort time and reality. I am from a future in which he succeeds by capturing the three deities. In my timeline, he siphoned the energy from Palkia, Dialga and Giratina to power his machine. The reason I know he's using you is because he did the same thing to me when I was your age. Yes, I'm you from an alternate future. Oh भाई, अच्छा भाई, ये बंदा मैं ही हूँ guys. मतलब future से. क्या भाई? Okay, I've seen what Thorn has done, hopping through different times and realities without any regard for the collateral damage he leaves behind. I need to stop him here and now. To be fair, you paint me in a very negative light. It's not like I'm jumping through realities maliciously, purposely disrupting people's lives. I was never manipulating as it's just so happened that both of our end goals intertwined. Also, I absolutely do care about the ripple effects of our actions through the multiverse. I just see them as too inconsequential to affect my overall pursuit for knowledge. Otherwise, everything else sounds pretty accurate. That is why I must stop you. I will protect the multiverse from you at once and for all. That's impossible. How can that be impossible when you always told me that the possibilities are infinite? Because there's a difference between glitch, inspirational quotes and hard silence. The very fact that you're here is proof that I've already succeeded. Think, ask, how did I know to collect the Arcanium shots instead of the deities? Why did I send Ash back 200 years ago instead of to just before they excavated the Kyle shard? To taunt me, because you knew what I was doing. Precisely, I knew the instant you sent your team Fed Grunt to sabotage the first scan. Oh, by the way, if you're going to try to take the moral higher ground, you may want to stop snatching kids out of different realities to work for you. You heard right, Ass. All those team Fed Grunts you've had to fight have just been your rival, Teal pulled from alternate timelines. Hey, I didn't snatch Teal. They agreed to join me. Wait, what does any of this have to do with stopping you? Oh right, the reason I knew what you were up to is because we've done this back and forth a dozen times before. You aren't the first, to try and stop me. I applaud your efforts, I really do, but you should know by now that they will always prove futile. You see, once you've unlocked the gateway to the infinite multiverse, it cannot be closed again. The first timeline in which I succeeded in accessing infinite realities was the only one needed to guarantee a flourishing multiverse. It cannot be done. Every few realities there will be a scenario just like this where you try to stop me but always end up a few steps behind. I inevitably give you the same spiel where I explain the insignificance of your thoughts. Then we, of course, battle it out to determine who's right. That's how it has always gone, and that's how it always will go. So that's it. You're just going to keep interfering in different realities, no matter whose life you ruin. Right, because it doesn't matter. What? Their lives doesn't matter? In the grand scale of infinity, no, they don't not. Their lives, our lives do not truly matter. We are but dust in the eyes of giants, a drop in an endless ocean of chaos. Those people's lives matter to them. Right, you are, as something you fail to understand through is just how vast infinity truly is. When there are infinite number of timelines and realities, everything and anything that could happen already has. We are just a microscopic fraction of the universe, observing and experiencing itself. The people who lives may be affected by our reality, hoping actions are worse off in a million different realities and better off on a million others. Our actions on a universal scale are inconsequential, insignificant, practically non-existent. In time, you will come to understand that. I would never accept having a lack of empathy for other people's life like you have. It is not obvious to get you. If it is not obvious to you yet, as I'm you from an even farther future than you are to younger as. Oh, bhai, ye kya hai? But that's impossible. Possibilities are infinite. How can that be? It's very simple. As who better to work with that yourself. Over the last few decades, I have been showing up in the alternate timelines of my past in hopes of accomplishing goals more efficiently. I adopt the allies of Professor Thorn simply because I like the way it. Okay, I spend that. Okay. All right. कितना लंबा बात कर रहा है guys. Okay, Ash, come on, help me stop Thorn once and for all. As soon as we put an end to all this, the sooner I can get you home. Okay. तो हम किससे बैटल कर यार? यू से या फिर थॉर्न से? मुझे लगता है मैं थॉर्न से बैटल करूंगा. Okay, let's go. Poor choice, Ash. You see, through our main power supply and networking infrastructure, we wiped up the PC storage system and was still intact. It was actually able to sync up with my Multiverse storage system right after you upgraded the computer. The Multiverse storage is an upgrade I made that gives me access to any Pokemon we caught from any reality. It was connected just long enough to give me access to our secret weapon. Behold, the creature of the Multiverse Arcos. Okay, bhai. Oh, bhai, ye kya hai? This is Arcos, the one Pokemon above all the creator of Arceus and the cosmic deities. Oh, bhai, ye to Arceus se bhi aage hai, guys. Alright, bhai. Bhai, ye to dikh bhi nahi raha, guys. Okay, cosmic ray. Bhai, kitna ताकतवर है यार. Alright, guys, let me send out Dragoil. And ये किया हमने Outrage. Please fan मत होना यार. Okay यार, please. Okay guys, हम इसको आसानी से defeat कर लेंगे. Let me send out Azumarill. And ये किया हमने Hammer Arm. यार please fan मत होना यार, please. Okay. इसमें effect नहीं करता क्या? Okay guys, let me send out Magneton. And ये किया हमने Hornleech. भाई ये तो कॉस्मिक रे अटैक करते जा रहा है. ओके, लास्ट एक हिट गाइस, उसके बाद ये फेंड हो जाएगा. लेट मी सेंड आउट ब्लास्टोइस. एंड ये किया हमने सर्फ. फेंड हो जा प्लीज यार. ओके, तो आर्कियोस हो चुका है फेंडेड. भाई ये पोकेमोन तो दिख भी नहीं आ रहा. क्या ही बताऊं, ज्यादा साइज बड़ा होने से मे बी. It doesn't matter now, as Future You has destroyed our lab. We only have one other choice if you want to go home. It is time for Arceus to reset this reality. In its place will be a new reality devoid of any more outside interference. I hope this is the last time I have to do this. Okay. Oh bhai. Just so you know, as I always planned to send you home. That was always my mission through all of this. The only reason is it got so seemingly out of hand back there is because it had to. It had to be something extravagant, a big climatic send-off, a satisfying conclusion to your grand adventure. But it wasn't satisfying, was it? There are still places and unexplored stones unturned. Such is the nature of dreams, I suppose. There's always more to dreams that we just can't seem to reach. If only we could stay asleep. Okay, no, we've come too far just to give up. Now, it is finally time for us to go. Don't worry, don't you get it, as none of this has been real, just a figment of our brain conjured up. A fantasy world that brings us a sense of comfort, a way for us to cope with the reality we fear waking back up to. All just an internal psychological struggle against yourself. I knew you weren't put here because of Shelby's time-warping mischief. We were always just trying to prolong the dream. But the dream is over. Oh bhai, ये एक dream था क्या? Our journey is done. Okay, wake up. भाई ये तो एक dream था. मतलब एक मिनट, ये क्या है guys? ओ भाई ये क्या है भाई? एक मिनट guys, हम सपने में थे क्या? और ये लड़की है फिर लड़का है? एक मिनट. अच्छा गाइस, भाई गेम तो खत्म हो चुका है. भाई इतना था क्या? Alright guys, तो फाइनली we have come to an end. अब ये गेम शायद यहीं तक था. वैसे यार पोस्ट गेम भी है, बट मैंने चाहता कि वो मैं सभी खेलूं, तो यार शायद मैं इस गेम को यहीं तक रहूंगा गाइस. एंड होपफुली गाइस हम आपसे लाइक अपने नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलेंगे. सो आपसे हम अपने नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मिलेंगे, जहाँ पे हम नया फैन गेम खेलेंगे गाइस. तो तब तक के लिए सी यू, टाटा एंड बाय बाय.